It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today as we finish out another week on the channel, and most importantly, we finish out the White Album from the Beatles. This is going to be side 4. We've looked at sides 1 through 3 each of the preceding Fridays, and it's been one of my favorite double albums for sure to go through. Such eclectic music and a wide variety of sounds and personalities and topics. It's just been fun. And I thought, as I get going into side 4, I need to go to some professionals. I need to seek some professional help. So I have had a conversation with my good friends Andrew Wild and Alberto Bravin. I know them from my affiliation with Big Big Train, because Andrew and I have written a book about the songs of Big Big Train, and of course Alberto is a rock star. He's the lead vocalist of that band, but they have written 2 books on music by the Beatles. And so first, I want to share a short conversation that we had about the Beatles and about this White Album. So I have my good friend Andy and my good friend Alberto. They are my friends from the Big Big Train universe, but for now, we're big Beatles fans.
Yes,
we are. And y'all have not one, two books.
There's the first one, which is
there's the first one
that was published last year.
Okay.
The follow-up is coming out in about 10 days.
So it's happening, right?
Oh, yeah, we finished writing it ages ago, didn't we, Albie? And
it's blue.
It's blue. Yes, it's blue.
So the blue one has the stuff about the White Album, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So I have been going through all 4 sides of the White Album. I'm up to side 4, which I'm going to listen to this week. And what I'm noticing is that I knew about most of side 1 and about half of side 2 and like 2 songs on side 3. And I don't think I know anything on side 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I came up as I started listening to the Beatles. It was the era of MP3 players. And it's like, here's the playlist of great Beatles songs. And you listen to Beatles songs and like, yeah, these guys are cool. But you never listen to an album. That was me. So I'm going through and catching all of these other songs. And I remembered that y'all have gone through track by track, song by song, the Beatles, because you obviously enjoy these folks. Tell me, Andy, one of the things that I've noticed about the White Album is that many of these songs got their genesis while they were traveling in India.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So
it seems like they're completely new people after this experience.
They were, both for better and for worse, I would say, Doug. And if you read some of the memoirs of the people around them, they will back this up. So they first met Ravi Shankar, I think, in 1966. George became very friendly with him. They met him again, I think, the following year when he came to UK. Some of this may be a little bit sketchy, but the plan was always to go to India to meet with Maharishi Mahesh, yogi, transcendental meditation, take some time out from their 5 years of craziness.
Sexy Sadie himself.
Sexy Sadie himself. And so they went to India in the early months of 1968, having left Lady Madonna as the single to be released in their absence. Took with them their acoustic guitars and a couple of famous friends. Donovan was there, the folk singer, Mike Love from the Beach Boys, all their various wives and girlfriends.
Mia Farrow.
Mia Farrow, of course, and her sister Prudence Farrow were there. And during that period, Ringo only stayed for, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, but the rest were there for quite a period. They wrote something like 35 songs. And when they came back in May 68, they went to George's house and recorded demos, which we can hear and have now officially been released. and then spent 5 months in the studio recording those songs, as well as some new ones they wrote during that period. And you say they came back changed. Yes, they did. They were never quite the same again as a 4-piece band after they went to India.
Yeah.
I think you can probably trace back the ultimate split in autumn, or I should say fall '69 to their trip to India. But then their music, on the flip side, also changed completely, to the fact that you've got 30 however many songs on the White Album and almost 30 different styles. The Beatles themselves, the 4 of them, only play collectively on about 10 or 12 of those songs as a 4-piece.
Yeah.
And yet, underneath it all, it's still recognizably their absolute genius for composition, for performance, and for sequencing. So, how do you sequence a double album without making it at any point feeling, tired or flagging or whatever? And they did that brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly, in each of the 4 sides that you mentioned. So, yeah, they changed, but they left for us an absolutely brilliant collection of diverse and wonderful songs.
Yeah.
All rock music is on the White Album, all of it.
Did Yoko get to go to India? I don't think
No,
she did. Because that's why he was so tired, and he was your blues. He was missing his lady, right?
Well, yeah, it's kind of awkward. Cynthia was there with him.
Yeah, previous wife.
But he was getting postcards, and he was from Yoko. Look at me and see the clouds, and I'm there, and all this.
Johnny.
Yeah. And so he was. Yeah.
So,
it didn't take too long from when he came back to hooking up with Yoko forever.
So, Albie, like the White Album, where does it sit for you in terms of some of your favorites from this band? Is it one that you go to all the time? Like, I've got Revolver behind me, or Abbey Road. I mean, I've looked at, like, how does this one fit for you in the ethos of the Beatles story?
I mean, I think so. It's an album that I listen to. I really love it. But me and Andy, we actually said that it would have been maybe the best Beatles album if it was shorter. Like we created a one album, like a white album with just one LP. So cutting out the songs that are okay, but it's a little weird or not really. But if you think about it, you have Back in USSR, you have Deep Prudence, you have Glass Onion, Obla Blah Blah.
Side 1. I mean, the first right out of the gate, it's.
I mean, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Happiness Is Warm Gone. I mean, you have like
that's just side 1.
That's just
that's
side one.
I mean, you have like incredible songs, and actually rock and roll songs.
Yeah.
Really rock songs.
Oh, yeah.
They are pretty. I don't know. I use the word dry sometimes, or raw. They are pretty raw as songs, and but actually it would have been like maybe the greatest Beatles album, but it is very long.
Entry has a visitor behind him.
The challenge we had, though, Doug, is that once you start taking out certain songs to try and compress this into, if you like, a single album, you start having some decisions that are impossible to make, because firstly, it destroys the sequence that was there artistically. Completely, yes. Right? Which is very, very important. Plus, you can't take enough songs out. You end up taking out songs that you don't think should be taken out because they belong in there. Albie and I did 5 versions of this album to try and cut it down, just for an exercise. So we did, let's just keep the best ones that we like. Oh, and then, oh, hang on, Obla is no longer in that list, for example. That can't be right.
I mean, you can get rid of you can get rid of Wild Honey Pie, but it only buys you a minute.
But we like that. We like that song because it's Paul and it's Paul just being.
I mean, if you think about the White Album, you think about Obladi Oblada. I mean, it's one of the important songs actually in there. But if you want to create like a rock album with a couple of acoustic songs, but a rock album, Obladi Oblada, it's not fitting there.
No.
Yeah.
But you cannot take it out.
You can't. We also tried to do a playlist of just songs where the four Beatles play together on all of them.
All right,
tracks, right? But then you lose Mother Nature's Son, you lose Blackbird, you lose Julia, you lose Goodnight.
Back in the USSR, there's no Ringo there. There's no Ringo there.
Long, Long, Long from George is a beautiful song.
Absolutely.
My favorite song.
So actually, you cannot do it.
You can't.
It's impossible. I mean, it is a masterpiece in his weird formula. I don't know, but they actually, as we said, they were in India and they changed, and their mind changed, and I think the mindset changed. So I think they were feeling that this kind of awkward decisions sometimes they were okay, and now we have this long album that actually if you like it, you don't like it, but you cannot touch it.
No, absolutely.
In any way.
I think of it like my wife's Mazda sports car. It might have a bit of rust here and there, and it might be a little bit green around the edges, but you can't take those away. It's still a sports car.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Do you? So I'm up to side 4, and I'm looking at Revolution 1, Honey Pie, Savoy Truffle, Cry Baby Cry, something called Revolution 9, and Good Night. People have told me, don't read in and try to figure out what's going on before you hear Revolution 9. You just need to hear it raw. And the last time that they did that to me, it was the Pink Floyd song with, the furry animals with the pigs. And they were like, we want you to be surprised, Doug.
Several species of furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a Pict.
Grooving with the Pict. So without spoiling the surprise, what the hell is going on in Revolution 9?
I mean, I think, and so it's difficult. It's difficult, but I can say, and I think Andrew will approve my words here. I think it is a piece of art.
Yeah.
It's a piece of art out of time, because it's something that's that only the Beatles could do at that time. And you can put, and there are many songs that we said the same thing. This is the most experimental, but there are a lot of other songs, I don't know, Within You, Without You, for example, where if it would have been released tomorrow, it would sound okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's something that, all right, it's okay. This is really experimenting, of course. Revolution 9, it's really experimental, but
cool.
It's something outside of the Beatles music, as maybe someone who has listened to the greatest hits or something about the Beatles. Isn't this the Beatles? That sounds weird. Yeah. But in context, it's a piece of art, and again, the sequence. After that, you have Good Night.
Good Night from Ringo. Yeah.
And this is genius.
Okay.
It's genius.
Well, I can't wait. I've never heard it. So
okay.
Yeah. Well, all right.
I've never heard it.
Good luck.
Okay. Well, we won't give the game away, Doug,
There you
because
go.
that would be unfair. But when we wrote about this in our book, we looked at other creative media that had that same novelty or shock value or experimental nature to it.
Oh yeah.
And we came up with 3 in other media entirely, or similar media. So the movie The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Just drop that in.
Cool.
Kanye West's album Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Guernica, the artwork by Picasso.
Yeah.
That might sound pretentious to put a Beatles song in with those 3, but that's where we put it, because that was the impact.
Yeah, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot describe it exactly. You need to. It's an experience that then you will do again or not. That's your choice. You will tell me.
Yeah, we'll see how you get on.
I've also been told to have my herbal supplements available.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine then.
Okay.
Let's put it this way, Doug, right? Revolution 9 is a piece of art, in my view, and I think Alberto would agree with me.
Yeah.
Is it designed to invoke an emotional response? Yes.
Yeah.
Does it matter whether you like it? Not really. But will it make you think? Absolutely yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And if you think, if you think about it, there are a lot of Beatles songs, especially from John Lennon, where he's not really saying something in the lyrics or something. It's always like a kind of a mystery sometimes, but you think about it and you make some, I don't know, you think whatever you want about it. And you like it, you don't like it. But it's an experience. Sometimes it's an experience.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
And also bear in mind, Doug, that Revolution 9 is the most widely distributed piece of avant-garde artwork in the history of art.
Wow.
Because how many copies of
the White Album have been sold, right?
And again on the sequence. I mean, you are listening to. I think you listen to Revolution 9, and you hold your breath, and then Good Night is ending the album, and you just can breathe again.
Yeah. The importance of a good coda, you know.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Well, so I'm thinking, I've seen Alberto performing and being the rock star that he is, friends. And I'm thinking, if I wanted to see Alberto cover one of these songs, which one would it be? And I was thinking I might enjoy
covered it all.
Helter Skelter, but why don't we do it in the road? Would be fun to watch you sing, man.
I did it actually.
Did you do it with the band? You did it with the Marshmallow Pies?
Yeah. I think we played it once. Then we said, like, that's not a good idea.
Which ones from the White Album were regularly in your set then, LB, when you did the Marshmallow Pies stuff?
Back in the USSR, Obladi Oblada, While My Guitar, Happiness is Warm Gun, that it's one of my all-time favorite Beatles songs. I'm So Tired, Blackbird, Birthday.
Alberto covers the Beatles.
Sexy Sadie, Helter Skelter, Revolution, but the single version.
Okay.
That's it.
So not bad.
That's pretty awesome.
Not bad. No, we played it all, and they are all great songs to play.
Yeah. I remember talking with a member of Nexter, and they were talking like back in the day, and like everybody is in like take something from the Beatles, whether you're a metal band or a folk band or a singer-songwriter or a rocker, because there's stuff for everybody. But he said one of the things that the Beatles really did for all of the other musicians was give them license to be themselves and write their own tunes.
Yep.
And just, these guys are doing it. Let's see what we can come up with, whether it's experimental or like Chuck Berry or like like this blues song or like that. You know, just let's experiment. Let's have some fun.
And this is really important to remember, especially to today's audiences. I sometimes read online the Beatles were overrated. Absolute nonsense. If anything, they were underrated. Because the context today is, without their experimentation, their skills as songwriters, as musicians, then the world of music today, and I don't just mean pop and rock music, I mean everything, would be entirely different. And people forget that today when they say, the Beatles were just a boy band. No, they invented everything along with like Bob Dylan and the Beach Boys and those bands in the mid-60s. But
they were influenced everybody in that period, like Dylan and the Beach Boys and everybody were like, it's almost like a decade after that in the prog world, where you have the King Crimson, Yes, and ELP and everybody. They were all like influencing each other with their own, but with their own characters. I think in modern music, in every kind of modern music, you can go back to the Beatles and find something that they've done in 65 or whatever.
We're fanboys, Doug, you can tell, but we can back it up with strong arguments.
It's wonderful. The next time that I get to another Beatles albums, I'm going to call y'all up again.
Oh, please.
And we'll chat some more. I'm going to be listening to side 4 probably tomorrow, and then it'll come out later this week. And I can't wait, because it's been just a phenomenal ride. Like, I remember when I was getting through side 3 last week, it's the first time I had heard Your Blues. It's the first time I had heard Mother Nature's Son. It's the first time I had heard Sexy Sadie. You know,
man, it's like being a Beatles virgin and having to.
I have goosebumps. Goosebumps. Just
Doug got his cherry popped, y'all. Come on. and I'm feeling okay. I feel the beat.
The cigarette.
Yeah.
That's where the herbal supplements comes in. But it's just been a phenomenal experience for me, you know, because my wife. Like 20, whenever it came out, the anthology, like the 4 CD set came out, and we listened to that stuff, but some of these songs aren't on there. You know, a lot of these album cuts, you know, and like and then like the big thing of hits comes out and it's all the number ones. Some of these great, you know, album cuts are not on there. So it's worth it to take the time to dive into these sides of music, and they've just been awesome. If you had to pick one of these 4 to put on
sides,
first,
4 sides.
Oh,
which side is everybody's got something to hide? Is that side 3?
It's side. I have it here. It's side 3.
So side 3 kicks off with birthday.
Birthday. Sexy.
Everyone's got something to hide. Sexy Sadie.
Side 1 is pretty darn strong.
Long.
It's hard to
deny.
Side
1. It's side 1 for me.
Yeah, I think side 3 for me, because it kicks off with birthday and finishes with long.
It's happiness is a warm gun. I cannot.
Oh, happiness is a warm gun. Oh, maybe I'll change my mind.
It's a pretty great side to me. I was thinking about, you know, I've seen y'all doing the Wheel of Prague. We should do the Wheel of Prague with Beatles sides.
Beatles sides.
Just
that would take a few hours.
Just
that would be really interesting. That would be really interesting. Yeah. Well, Doug. I mean, I can't wait. If I don't know if you already listened to it, but if you have to listen to Love.
Oh yes.
So
the relative
remix mashup album.
It's a remix kind of rework of all the Beatles stuff. Wow, and I started again listening to the Beatles with that album, actually, because I grew up with the Beatles in my house and stuff, and I knew all the songs, as you like the hits. But then that album came out, I remember listening to that and said, "Oh my God, this is something weird. What they've done, I don't remember. I didn't remember that the songs were like that." And actually, I went back and kind of been in love again with the Beatles, really, really deep after that album. And I think you will love it.
I can do it.
And it's similar for me, because when Albie and I decided we would write the pair of books that we've just about finished, of course, we had to go and listen to the entire catalogue from I Saw Her Standing There right up to Now and Then. So we listened to the entire catalogue. And after listening to this band for, 50 years, it still sounds fresh and great and entertaining.
Absolutely.
They're like an old friend that you can always rely on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. Y'all, thank you for taking some time out to chat with me. I still got to get to this album side, so I'm going to say thank you. And I'm going to tell you what I think about it when I see y'all here in a few months. And looking forward to seeing y'all in person. And until then, keep rocking on, and we'll keep enjoying the Beatles, and we'll enjoy this little band that
we'll see you in London. We'll see you in London in a few weeks, won't we?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, buddies. Be well.
Cheers.
Thank you very much, Andrew and Alberto. I enjoyed our chat, and I look forward to seeing y'all here in a few months. So let's get into it, friends. Side 4 is here waiting on us. We have, as usual, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. Side 4 starts with Revolution 1, and this is a John Lennon tune. And I've heard this song, but I'm not sure if I've heard this song. The lyrics look familiar. You say you want a revolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world. I know the song that comes from, but this I don't know. As I read into it, it says that the single version of this song was recorded later than this first version, which is why it's called Revolution 1 instead of just Revolution. And apparently this album version is a little slower, a little quieter, and more bluesy than the later recorded single version. So I'll be really curious to see what it sounds like. I've also got a whole bunch of songs on this side that I'm unfamiliar with, and I'm eager to get into them. I have set this up like previous times to go right through the side. If I need to stop it, I will. But we've got between 24 and 25 minutes, a jam-packed side of music. So let's get going, y'all. We start off with Revolution 1 from the Beatles. Here we go.
I take 2. Okay.
Get your lyric sheet together there, John. It is slower. I'll be darned. I don't think I've heard this slower version. It's a kinder, gentler revolution. You didn't go to the high note. Hey, there it is. You know it's gonna be alright. So they're an A. To the 4. Fun. Fun.
All I can tell you is, brother, you have to wait. Don't you know it's gonna be? Shooby-doo, alright. Shooby-doo, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be all right, y'all.
Alright. Don't you know it's gonna be?
If, to John's point, the revolution really comes from a place of inner strength, you know, manifests inside, and it just has to come out, and that's when you can change things.
It's the institution. Well, you know, you better free your mind and say. If you go carrying pictures of chairman now, you ain't gonna make it with anyone anyhow. Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be
I love it.
alright? Don't you know it's gonna be
It's been a long time since I heard the other version of this song. Regular Revolution. Revolution 1. There's just something about this that's really endearing. All right. Fun. You always learn something when you go back to the album, the original album. Next up is Honey Pie from Paul, not to be confused with Wild Honey Pie, which we heard on side 1. I don't think I've ever heard this.
In the USA,
We even got the old time scratchiness on it.
and if she could only hear me, this is what I'd say.
5/7.
Honey pie, you are making me crazy. I'm in
Well,
love, but I'm lazy. So won't you please come home?
la sol do.
My
It's G major.
position is tragic.
Lay,
Come and show me the
la,
magic
re,
of your
sol,
Hollywood song.
do, bum.
You became a legend of the silver screen, and now the thought of meeting you makes me weak in the knee. Oh, honey pie,
It's
you are driving me frantic.
the age of the crooners, Tin
Sail
Pan
across
Alley.
the Atlantic to be where you belong.
Paul's such
Honey pie, come back to
a
me.
smart and intuitive musician. Yeah.
This kind of hot kind of music, hot kind of music. Play it to me, Hollywood blues. Will the wind that blew her boat across the sea
Love the
kindly send
clarinets.
her sailing back to me? Now, honey pie.
Honey Pie.
You are making me crazy. I'm in love, but I'm lazy. So won't you please come home? Come back to me.
Lay, sol, do. So this chord just makes it all funky. But then it's 5 of 2, 5 of 5 to 5 to 1. Circle of fifths progression. Ha! great. Keep it going. Savoy Truffle from George. This is an unfamiliar song to me as well. He wrote this about his friend Eric Clapton, who apparently had a proclivity for eating copious amounts of chocolate. George is my favorite Beatle, y'all. I've heard most of his songs. This is unfamiliar. Yeah. A new 5. What you eat, you are. Side 1. Huh. I think he got those names from actual candies. I love the arrangement. Some saxophones. That Barry sax down there is fucking rad. We're right into Cry Baby Cry. Credited to John and Paul.
Kitchen, cooking breakfast for the Queen. The Queen was in the parlor, playing piano for the children of the King.
Huh.
Cry, baby, cry, making no sound. She's old enough to know better, so cry, baby, cry. The King was in the garden, picking flowers for a friend.
There's a chromatically descending bass line.
The Queen was in the playroom, painting pictures for the children's holiday.
Just write down the chromatic scale in E minor.
Making no sound.
Huh.
She's old enough to know better, so cry, baby, cry. The Duchess of Kincardine, always smiling and arriving late for tea. The Duke was having problems with a message at the local Bevy.
Another new one for me, y'all.
Making no sound. She's old enough to know better, so cry, baby, cry. 12 o'clock a meeting round the table for a seance in the dark.
Interesting effect they've got on
Put on specially
the piano that's playing those bass notes.
for a lark. Cry, baby, cry. Make your mother sigh.
Then flat 7 to 1 in the relative major key. Do to G.
Can you take me back where I came from? Can you take me back? Can you take me back where I came from? Brother, can you take me back?
They went up a half step to F minor from E for this outro from Paul. Is that all that outro is? All right, hang on. Before we dive into Revolution 9, I read that, I mean, this is credited to Lennon and McCartney. John wrote the bulk of the song, but that outro, led by Paul, was an outtake from the session where they were recording I Will, which we heard on side 2. And I don't know why it gets added on to the end of that little song. It's not in the same key. I mean, John's talking about cry, baby, cry, make your mother sigh. She's old enough to know better. And then Paul goes, can you take me back where I came from? That's interesting. It's always something with these guys. And we're getting into Revolution 9. And this is the one that I know a bunch of y'all are here for. Like we were talking about in the interview with Andrew and Alberto, I've never heard it. And people have been telling me, don't read in. So what I know about it is that it's spoken word. What I read here is that spoken word from John, from George, from Yoko, and George Martin. I don't know if Paul appears on this at all. And people have said a work of art. People have said experimental. People have said avant-garde. That's all I know. So let's dive in and get to Revolution 9, and then we'll finish out the entire album as well. Here we go. Okay. What am I in for?
Number 9, 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 number 9.
That's cool.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number.
Recorded sounds, music concrete, stereo panning. The Welsh Rabbit has some brown underpants. I have the lyrics pulled up.
As time went by, they'd get a little bit older and a little bit slower.
Reads more like a transcript. Kids, they're turning the knob, they're tuning the radio.
number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
I think their radio
number
is
9,
possessed.
Number 9, number 9.
I mean, I've got the lyrics and it's even hard to keep up.
Nine, number 9.
That's like hypnotic. The alliteration of that. This reminds me of being, especially at my grandparents' house, with the big console radio, and you've got the knob, and you can see the dial just going, and you get different snippets of static and all sorts of sounds.
With the situation.
They are standing still.
Number 9,
But that number 9 is coming in loud and clear no matter what station you're on, and it's pretty creepy.
Headmaster reported.
Tell what he was saying. His voice was low and his hand was high.
All right.
number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
Fascinating.
Number 9.
Y'all, I've been to music school. I spent 10 years in music school. I've heard stuff like this. So this doesn't shock me. From this era, I'm thinking of composers like Stockhausen, Varese. By the time that you get to this side of this point in side 4, if you've been listening to the entire album and enjoying a little herb, you think you were in the radio.
Financial imbalance. The Watusi. The twist.
Eldorado.
Take this, brother. May it serve you well.
I just kind of lose track of time. I forget that I'm in the middle of a Beatles album.
What? Even then, exposure is something that's so difficult to bear. And why exposure is so difficult to bear because it's almost like being naked in all the
Boy, that's disturbing almost.
If you become naked,
Hold that line. American football? I'll be damned. Is this into the last tune? It's amazing how natural that segue is.
To say good night, sleep tight.
It's like, it's time to stop messing with the radio. It's past your bedtime. Beautiful. I've never heard this.
Sweet dreams for me.
Ringo singing, but it's a John song. Sweet dreams for you. He wrote it as a lullaby for Julian. And George Martin on the arrangement. It's like it's out of a stage musical. How perfect it is that Ringo's singing to us. I'm mesmerized.
Sweet dreams for me. Sweet dreams for you. Good night, everybody. Everybody, everywhere.
That's amazing. Whoa. Are you kidding? Yeah. Alberto said that he got chills when he's like, you haven't heard this yet? I wish I could be there. I wish I could feel it with you. I don't doubt it, man. That's remarkable. Good night, everybody. Good everybody everywhere. You know, here I am coming into this just knowing that the end from Abbey Road is perhaps the best ending to an album ever. Then we get this. It's just perfect. It honestly, the bulk, the Revolution one. Let me look at a few things. Hang on a second. Let me look up White Album Beatles, because I got to look into the Revolution thing a little bit too. Now that I've heard it, y'all hang with me for a quick second. Revolution 1. I'll have to compare Revolution versus Revolution 1 and see which one I prefer, but holy crap, there's more than one version of that. That's what I learned today, and I like them both. Honey Pie was kind of Paul's ode to the old school crooners. The Savoy Truffle from George was relatively forgettable. Cry Baby Cry was kind of the same way. It's lovely, but not one of their standout tunes. And then we get this crazy thing, Revolution 9. If I click on this, they're calling it a sound collage. Created primarily by John with the assistance of Yoko and George. John said he was trying to paint a picture of a revolution using sound. I mentioned Varese and Stockhausen. Yeah, okay, that's kind of in that style. They're even naming them here. Yeah, they were kind of the big names in the traditionally classical realm of composers that had made quite a stir with these avant-garde style pastiches where you're creating a new musical artistic sound from found sounds that are recorded now that we have a volume of recordings that we can potentially pull from, or combine with ones that we make our own and build rhetoric and sound collages that way and see what we can come up with. It's almost like a Jackson Pollock on tape. And we get to come up with our own colors. The recording began as an extended ending to the album version of Lennon's song Revolution. Lennon, Harrison, and Ono then combined the unused coda with numerous overdubbed vocals, speech, sound effects, and short tape loops of speech and musical performances, some of which were reversed. These were further manipulated with echo, distortion, stereo panning, and fading. At 8 minutes and 22 seconds, it's the longest track that the Beatles officially released while they were together as a band. You get everything on this album. You get musique concrète, you get blues, you get folk song, you get Baroque, you get old school rock and roll, you get proto metal. You get musical theater. Remarkable. It's a remarkable achievement. And it's also remarkable because, like we were talking about in the interview, y'all, they had so many songs. They could have, I'm wondering if they tried to cut it down, but they might have seen, you know what? This is going to be too difficult. We've got too much great stuff. We either have like 2 albums staggered, you know, and do them really darn quickly back to back. We've done that stuff before, or we put out a whole bunch of singles. But they decided to, no, let's just, you know what? Don't even worry about a cover. Let's just make it blank and let the people see. Here's who we are. And we're nearing the end of the band's illustrious output. After the White Album was released in November of 1968, we get Yellow Submarine in January of 1969. We get Abbey Road in September of 1969, and then Let It Be, released after they announced they were breaking up, and that was released on May 8th of 1970. So it's like living history, and you can see each of their personalities and what they were into and where their brains were and where they were headed and just where they were at the time. And the amazing thing is that the environment around that era of recording was still open enough to allow for, you know what, let's just spend some time in the studio and do this song and do this song. Let's bring in these strings. Let's bring in these saxophones. Let's try these tape effects. Let's do this. And be artists. How about that? They weren't necessarily treating each one of these tracks as the highly commercialized commodities that commercial music of today seems to be, you know. It was just, here's our art, y'all. Grab the album. Have a good time. Let us know what you think. It was a long, strange trip. And a wonderful way to finish out this great album, y'all. It was suggested to me a long time ago that I get to the White Album, and I said, yeah, at some point that'd be great. And it just came along at just the right time. I very much have enjoyed this. I hope that y'all have as well. Again, my special thanks to Andrew and to Alberto. Their books are wonderful, y'all. Go check them out. They're called On Track, and they're searchable. I'll see if I can put the links for them in the description, and y'all should check it out. And I think that's going to be it. Everybody, thank you for going on this adventure with me. We'll do more Beatles stuff. We're going to get to all their albums at some point, now that it's not too crazy trying to fight the copyright with them. And I'm just happy to share in all of this. And I'm just overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed by it all, y'all. And it's not just the weed talking. I'm just overwhelmed by how vast the musical vocabulary that these guys had. You can still teach an old dog new tricks, y'all. And it's great to continue to be curious and willing and excited to dive into new stuff and keep learning. That's what we're about here. And I'm happy that you are here and along for the ride. So thank you very much. We will see you next time on another edition of the Daily Doug.
It's the Daily Doug. Welcome to the Daily Doug. The Daily